Julie.
Yeah.
I know we've never met before.
Yeah.
But we both come to the same gym.
Yeah.
And I know why I came here. But what I'm really interested to find out is how you came here. So what got you through the door?
Well, firstly, I've always been big. I've always been overweight, really. But when I was in my 20s, I thought, well, it's easy to lose a stone, put a stone on. But when I had my son, when I was 41, I ate for England. And I thought, just when I had him when I was 41, I was going to just drop the weight, and it never happened. I've always been sporty, played tennis, swam, but the weight just wouldn't come off. So I just resigned myself when I was in 55 that it's never going to come off. That's just who I am. Never's going to happen. But then I was having lunch with my friend who also comes to Richard, and she said, "I'm going to come to Richard. Why don't you try it?" And I said, "I'm not really, oh God, I'm so overweight. He's going to think, oh no, I'm a lost cause." But she said, "No, honestly, Richard is fantastic. Every person is different." So I said, "Well, I've always wanted to go to a personal trainer, but never had the confidence to do it." So she said, "Well, here's his number, and I'll give him your number as well, and just contact him." So I said, "Okay," and that was in middle of February. So the first session was last week in February, and he came here.
And that was this year?
Yeah, this was this year.
Okay.
And he weighed me and everything. It was very scary, but he tailored everything to me, was not judgmental.
So can I just ask, he weighed you? How heavy were you?
Yeah, I was 17 stone 2.
Okay.
So that when I first started, very scary. But I thought to myself, how have I got to this 17 stone 2? Just completely lack of nutrition, lack of just eating rubbish, going out all the time. That was just my way of life. But I still did a bit of exercise, but it was the eating, I think. And so then Richard tailored a diet to me, the exercise plan, and then I just couldn't believe how every week it was £1 here, a couple of pounds here, £3 here. Every week it was coming off. I never, when you think I had so much weight to lose, because of 17 stone 2, he was giving me little goals to try for a stone. So we get to a stone. Do you think you can do 2 stone? And I'm going, well, 1 stone was pretty good, so we go for 2. Then we went for 3, and then he said, "I think you can do 4." And I'm going, "Yeah, I think I can." And then when he got to 4, he said, "Do you think you can do 5?" "No, you can't do 5." And I said, "Yes, I'm going to go for 5." And it just came off. It was just a natural journey, and I'm the weight now. I've lost 5 stone 5 pounds. So I'm under the 12. So I'm so excited, because I was 11.5 stone when I left school. So I'm now 11 stone 12, and I haven't been this weight since I've probably been in my 20s. So I just can't believe it. I'm pinching myself.
Well, I'm sitting here trying to process what you've just said. This is incredible. We're in December.
Yeah.
You started this in
March. Yeah.
I mean, that's just absolutely incredible. And the way you talk about stones, it's almost like miles. It's like, I've done 1 mile, I've done 2 miles. Oh, do you think you could do 5 miles? No, not miles. This is stones.
I know. I can't believe it.
It's incredible, absolutely incredible. And your family. I mean, what does your son think? What does your husband think?
Yeah, well, Jeff, he's on the journey as well, but he's lost 4.5 stone.
Oh my goodness!
But we've done it together, because I came here after a fortnight, and then I said, my husband is overweight as well. And he said, "Well, why don't you bring him along?" I said, "Well, he's not really into exercising." Because I was into exercising, but Jeff's never really been into exercising. But like, he came the second week, and he's lost 4.5 stone as well. So he's he's just half a stone behind.
So is there rivalry here?
Yeah, it's always rivalry.
Oh, I love it. So you're winning.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. Girl power again.
Yeah. So and it's helped us doing it together. So like we're following the same. I mean, he can have a bit more calories than I can, but we're supporting each other, so that's amazing.
Which is just wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I think the hard thing is as well, when you've got a family, sometimes you can end up thinking, I've got to cook so many different meals here, and it just gets really complicated.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're doing it together, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
So what does your everyday food plan look like? What are you doing?
Well, it's all about salad, and it's all about vegetables, and it's all about eating the right foods, snacking on fruit and nuts and things like that. So it's a different thing if you were snacking, and at night time, me and Jeff would probably watch the telly, have a bag of crisps, chocolate, but now we don't feel that we need to even just a nice milky coffee. That before bed, that's what we normally have, and that's our little treat. So
it's so interesting what your treats become.
Yeah,
isn't
exactly.
Yeah, we had a cookie jar at home. It was a Percy Pig glass jar, and it was always full of. Once the Percy Pigs had gone, it was full of cookies.
Yeah.
And now it's full of seeds and nuts, dried fruit, and everyone. But that's
yes, exactly. If you feel you need something, then you just go to what. Healthy option, fruit. So just make sure that we buy loads of fruit, and every week before it was loads of crisps and chocolate.
And it's so much better for you. It's so much better for the planet.
Yeah.
I find it cheaper.
Yes. Yeah.
There's none of your recycling bin doesn't get filled as quickly.
No.
It just makes you feel so much better, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And Charlie, but he's the other way. He's like, he was in the lockdown. He's 14. But he's stretched up now. He's like, he needs to put on a bit of weight, you know what I mean? But he's it's taught him about healthy eating and things like that. So it's good for him to see that anything is achievable, really. Because the thing is, when he says, "Oh, I won't be able to do that. I won't be able to do that," and me and Jeff say, "Look at me and your dad. We didn't think that we could lose this much weight, and we have." I said anything is possible. You've got to put your mind to it. That's what I say to him.
It's brilliant. I mean, what such advice. And I think a lot of kids look to their parents, don't they? And mum and dad aren't doing. And I think kids are very judgy these days.
Yeah.
They all live to these really high, super high standards, and they think, the 80s was terrible.
Yeah.
And but no, to have that shining example to him, to the fact that you've lost 10 stone between you.
Yeah, exactly. We've lost him.
Oh my goodness.
He's like 9.5 stone. We've lost him.
We've lost a human. I mean, that is just nuts, isn't it?
No, it is.
It's incredible. He must be so proud.
Yeah. It says so, but it's a man of little words, Charlie. But he says so.
Yeah, no, he is. I mean, to have parents that look great and feel great and have that extra energy and that desire for life.
Yeah,
it's wonderful. You look absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
You really do. I mean, your hair's amazing, your skin's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
What are you doing for the rest of the day?
Well, it's Christmas present wrapping, that's it. That's what I'm doing for the rest of the day. Nothing exciting, just wrapping my Christmas presents this afternoon.
And how are you going to navigate Christmas food-wise? What are you going to do?
Well, that is tricky, but I think for me what helps is writing calories down every day, even if it's a bit more than or a bit less than I should have, then I can average it out in the week. That's what helps me. I think Christmas Day me and Jeff have just got to be careful, but we've said, we've lost 5 stone. If it's one day, isn't gonna kill you. So we're just gonna we're just gonna keep the exercise up as well. So that's what we're gonna try and do.
Brilliant. And how do you feel, sort of, in yourself, being fitter? How does that make you feel?
Well, it's that to me because Richard's got that 2 stone vest that you put on, and you can't believe when he put it on. After we'd lost 2 stone, and he said, "Look, this is how much you've lost," and that is so heavy. But to think we've lost 2.5 of those vests, we can't believe it. But it's just so easy navigating life, even just popping up the stairs, or you're not worried if it's a bit, you've got to walk, somewhere. You're not worried about it before. You're always thinking, "Oh God, is the stairs? Take the lift. Don't worry about that." But now it's just. it's like just it literally is a weight lifted, isn't it, from yourself. It's just amazing. I can't believe it. Neither can Jeff, but it's just hit his wallet a bit hard because we've just got loads of wardrobe of clothes that we've bought. Now they're 5 stone lighter.
Oh, it's wonderful though, isn't it? You know, and if you look at clothes that you wore before,
yeah,
and you just and it's not something you would choose to wear, is it really?
Absolutely not. That's it. You just bought clothes because they were your size.
Yeah.
Now you're buying clothes that you want to wear yourself, that you've always wanted to wear. You know, it's just amazing. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm not getting, and it's sort of like confirmed to me that this is sort of like a way of life now. It's not like a short fix. Oh, you've got here now, and that's it. It's you've got here now, and it's you've got to maintain it. And this is the lifestyle. This is how you are. It's that can be maintained through the rest of your life.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what would you say to someone now that was in a similar position to what you were?
Absolutely. Richard tailors the programme just to you. It's not judgmental. It doesn't matter if you're really overweight like I was, or just need to feel better about yourself. It's just amazing, inspirational, motivational guy, and I would never have done this without him. Never done it in Memphis Sundays, and I'm so pleased that I had that conversation with my friend Lucy, and she said, why don't you try it? Best thing I have ever done.
That's incredible. Thank you so much, Julie.
Thank you, Jo.